The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Here we go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
21.
Tighten up.
Watch the safety creep.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Who that? Who that? Check 3. Check 3.
White.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
49ers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
No chance.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Now Mostert. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here we go. 180!
51's the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
11.
Garoppolo now. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here we go. What do you need? Double tight.
You got three down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 22 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A 1st carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
1st down, Browns.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Set. 180.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Bandit! Bandit! Hey, watch that!
Hey, alert! 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 Six!
51's the mic, boy, 51.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They run with Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Squeeze, double.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 79 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I got you.
Big
21. Here we go.
Switch.
Hey, gun.
Motion. Check. Shift.
Hey, alert. Hey, echo.
53.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
I got you.
Motion. Reset.
Lock.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Is that yours?
21. Here we go.
58, boys. 58. It's Mike. I got one.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got this. Motion. 1, Omaha.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here we go. 180.
53, Mike. Bring it.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Nice, sweetheart.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Past the 20, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 49 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
Odell Beckham Jr. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
It got his man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, gun.
He's coming in motion. Hey. Check. 53's motion.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike.
180.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Hurry.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
180.
Right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On first down, Hunt. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check it back, check it.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing on second and 8, Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
180.
54 Mike. I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8, and that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo looks to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
21.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.